What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, this episode was a mess. A couple of new mysteries going on that I'm intrigued by because I want to know what the hell going on. But first and foremost, one of the things that's intriguing is the whole Stella Marshall dynamic because she definitely clearly knows way more than what she's saying. Because one of the things she's lying about is the fact that she knew Marshall wasn't dead all these years. But she knows even more than that. Because even Marshall was asking her, like, okay, so what more, like, what don't Curtis know? That's what he wanted to know. Like, what does Curtis know and what don't he know? So that way he knows what to say and what not to say to him. Because Marshall was being vague on purpose with Curtis. And that's why Curtis was thinking that Marshall was in witness protection. Because Marshall was being so vague with him. And Marshall did that on purpose just so that way Curtis could draw his own narrative and, kind of just come up with something on his own. And he wouldn't have to, say anything further. Like, this is like some big ass game of Clue right about now. Because I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then when Stella went to the bar to go get some food and her and Phyllis saw each other, Phyllis was like, do I know you from somewhere? And Stella was like, I don't think so. I must got one of those faces. I'm like, no, no, no. Not on this show. Listen, if somebody on this show look at somebody and say, don't I know you from somewhere? She know your ass from somewhere. She know you. She know her. Question is, from where? I'm starting to come up with theories right about now. Couple plausible theories I'm coming up with because something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Um, we all know that Phyllis was a nurse at one point in time. She was a nurse. I'm starting to suspect that what if Stella is the biological mother of Curtis or whatever, and at one point Phyllis was her nurse. Like, that's a theory that I have. Like, it got to be something, because how else would Phyllis know her? Because she's adamant. She was like, don't I know you from somewhere? Usually when somebody say that, they know you from somewhere. They seen you somewhere before. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got just one of those faces. No, no. She saw you from somewhere. Um, so Marshall and Curtis are basically making some headway in their relationship or whatever. And Marshall was telling him, that he planned on buying a house in Port Charles. Pretty much he plans on being a mainstay. Um, and I get that, that's cool or whatever, but I need to know about this man. I need to know about him. And, Curtis wanted to know why Marshall was acting like that when he mentioned Sonny or whatever, or getting Sonny involved. And, Marshall was like, I ain't got no issue with Sonny, but I do have a problem with that lifestyle, that he lived, that mob life. He don't want no parts of that. I feel like there's more. I don't know. Every time Marshall speaks, I feel like there's more to what he's saying. Like, he's not telling the whole damn story. Um, he's definitely not being on the up and up. And I need to know what the hell going on with him. Cause something ain't right with that man. Something not right. Who was he on the phone with when he was at the hotel? Like, talking about, oh, I'm following protocol and all that stuff. What the hell is going on? Like, this is just such a big mystery right now. Stella's a part of this? What the hell? Curtis need to get on this. You need to investigate, brother. Cause a lot of people lying right about now. I want to know what the lie is. What's the secret? Whatever it is, it got to be huge for Stella not to want to say nothing. Like, what the hell going on? What's the tea? So anyway, moving on from that, Esme, Lord have mercy. Yeah, this girl is seriously the children of the damn corn. Like, this girl is nuts. Like, she is really laying the guilt trip on thick when it comes to Spencer. Like, basically telling him, oh, you don't defend me. Like, she's just acting like a little brat. Sitting there with the woe is me look and with the fake tears. You don't defend me to your friends. When you go to Spring Ridge, I won't have anyone. I'll be alone. Girl, he going away for a month. He going away for a month. They act like this boy is going away doing fed time. He is going away for 30 days. 30. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just count. 30. 30 days. 1 month. 1 month. It's all he's going away for. Y'all act like he going away for, like he doing a 20-year bid. It's 1 month. My goodness. I don't have anyone. You just sit back and let your friends disrespect me. I'm loyal to you. Shut up. This girl is fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I love it. Every time I see her, like she just nuts. Yeah, I love it though. She crazy. She keep me entertained. I give her that much. Whoever the actress and the character, they just keep me so entertained. I fucking love it. Whoever casted her, Mark Teschner, the casting director, he never missed. I can honestly say when he cast somebody in a role, he cast them perfectly. Because this girl, she plays the hell out this role. When somebody play a role so good, you start believing that they crazy in real life. Like she just be shooting these looks and all that. Like I'll cut you in your sleep. Like she'll do some Lorena Bobbitt type shit. I said, Spencer, don't go home with her. Don't go home. She talking about something plenty of guys would be happy to have her in their corner and stuff. Don't nobody want you in their corner. I wouldn't trust you. I would not trust you. You're crazy. Spencer need to grow up here. Like he need to start stepping into being a Cassadine. Because why is he buying what this girl's selling? And mind you, when they made up, he went right back to his phone and started texting Trina. Oh, are you okay? You good? I said, oh. Like he be just putting it out there. Like he be making it seem like he care about Esme, but I'm like, no, 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 no. Clearly his fondness for Esme only go so far. She know it. She damn well know it. Talking about your friends don't like me. I wonder why they don't like your ass. Hmm. So anyway, I'm glad Trina and Jocelyn had that conversation. Because Trina didn't remember anything. After she took that drink and stuff, she didn't really remember nothing. So I'm glad her and Jocelyn had that conversation and Trina clarified for her, like, no, I'm not upset about you and Cameron. Because at the end of the day, her and Cameron, they did try to date a little bit. Like, they thought they had an attraction to each other. But they quickly realized they're just better off friends. They're like brother and sister at this point. She doesn't see him as, somebody that she wants romantically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they cleared that up. And I'm glad Jocelyn realized, like, Trina realized it too after Jocelyn said it. Esme is more than just a mean girl. Like, how you got some people like that mean girl behavior, like they try to do little childlike things to mess with you. It goes beyond that with this girl. This girl is psychotic. Like, you really got to watch your back with her. Like, she's Lifetime movie dangerous psychotic. Like, you really got to watch your back. Like, they really, really do. And I'm glad, her and Trina and Cam, they cheers to being besties and stuff. But I'm more worried about that phone. That video that Esme was recording of Jocelyn and Cameron in bed. I'm worried about the fallout from that when that comes to light. Because I really don't want to see Trina get blamed for that. And, hopefully Jocelyn is smart enough to know Trina would never do that to her. Like, she's been friends with this girl a long time. And when your friend circle and what they're capable of and what they would and wouldn't do, you ain't got to question their loyalty. And Trina's loyalty is definitely something that would never have to be questioned. So hopefully it doesn't cause Jocelyn to do that. I hope not. Hopefully they're smart enough to see that it's Esme. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Cam's starting to wisen up to the girl. Because for a little hot second, he was a little, passive with her. Like, oh no, she's not that bad. I'm glad he's starting to see, yeah, she is that bad, bruh. Open up your eyes. So anyway, moving on from that mess. Did they get a new Leo? Because this boy looked taller than the last Leo we saw. I was like, damn, they getting new kids already? Like, we just saw Leo not too long ago. He was, I was like, new boy? What the hell going on? He looked a lot bigger, like he about to be in high school or something. I was like, damn. Like, he had a growth spurt overnight. So I'm glad Sonny started to take his meds again. He got his meds refilled. I said, thank the good Lord and the baby Jesus. Because, that man was off his rocker without them pills. He was just batshit crazy without those meds. I do understand where Sonny's coming from. And I also understand where Ned was coming from. Because Sonny talking about, oh, he going to get Carly back with some big grand gesture. Because that's what Carly likes. She likes bold moves. I totally get where Ned was coming from. He was like, listen, don't do what I tried to do. Ned tried to put Sonny up on game. He said, listen, I tried to do what you did with Olivia. He said, shit, I tried to be bold and do a grand romantic gesture and it didn't work. He was like, I hope you don't do it. And Sonny had a point. He was like, "Yeah, but my marriage ain't your marriage," which is true. Everybody's marriage is very different. It's very different, very. So I get where Sonny coming from with that. Olivia's not Carly, but I do agree with Ned. Both their wives, they could see through bullshit. So he gotta be careful. My thing is, I agree with Ned though too, because I feel like he should just do what Carly's asking him to do. Because a big romantic gesture is not gonna win Carly back because their problems are bigger than that. Their problems have nothing to do with romance. Their problems are because of his feelings for another woman. And that woman interjecting herself in their marriage. That's where their problem comes. So unless he can handle that, and that's the big romantic gesture he's gonna do, Carly ain't gonna want to hear nothing he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like you whining and dining her and renting out some fancy little place. It's not gonna win her back. You know, you could buy her a new diamond ring that costs $1 million. You could buy her a new car that costs 500,000. None of that is gonna matter to her because she don't really care about the material stuff because that's not where the issue lies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to sit down and work out y'all issues, and the issue is not a romantic one. You know what I'm saying? So I think Sonny just wasting his time on that. So I do agree with Ned on that. I think Sonny wasting his time. You need to give her space like she asked, or unless you come in correct and you gonna tell her, listen, I don't want Nina. I don't care for Nina. Unless you gonna say all that and do all of that, you gonna show your actions. Carly not gonna give a damn at this point. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, because he had called Carly and asked Carly for an hour of her time on Friday, and Carly was like, "Yeah, I can do that." I'm like, "Okay, you got one shot at this. You get an hour of her time. You better say and do the right shit, because if not, it's gonna be the longest hour of your life when them divorce attorneys come at you the next day." So he better make it right. You better do something. Speaking of Carly, she went over to Michael and Willow's or whatever to vent about Nina as usual. Michael was sitting there, I'm here for you. I just want, you and dad to be happy, whatever. The big issue here was a little passport situation. um, Michael wants to take Willow to Paris. So she goes upstairs to look for her passport. She couldn't find it. So when that happened, I'm thinking, okay, she couldn't find a passport. Maybe it fell in, I didn't think too much of it when she couldn't originally find it. But when Michael went up there to look for it and he couldn't find it, I said, oh, so this is about to turn into a storyline. That's my first thought. Because when she went to go look for it and couldn't find it, I'm like, you can brush that to the side like it ain't no big deal. But now that he can't find it, I say, it's going somewhere now. And then she was like, oh, I'll just go on the portal and order a new one. I said, where y'all going with this? So after Carly left, she told Michael there's no birth certificate for her that exists. I said, bitch, what? wait, wait. So she had a physical one in the house at some point because she went to go look for it. So that means it was somewhere in the house because even Michael went to the attic to go look for it. The gatehouse has an attic? I didn't know that gatehouse had an attic. I didn't know that. I didn't know gatehouses had attics. I just learned some new shit. Didn't know that. Okay. That's how the rich be rich. I was like, I know I know regular homes got attics. The main houses. Like the main quarter main house. I know that got an attic. But the gatehouse got an attic. Y'all do. That's a thing. You could do that. You could put a at. I guess. I mean, I never known, but yeah. So anyway, there's no record of her birth. But if she had a physical copy of her birth certificate, what the hell happened to it then? Because she was adamant she had one. I'm pretty sure she's seen it before. So if it was in that gatehouse, who got access to that gatehouse to come up in there and take a physical birth certificate? And somebody wiped her birth clean like it didn't even exist? Harmony got some explaining to do. Where's Harmony? Call Harmony right now. Because it sounded to me like she was a black market child or something. Call Harmony. Because how this all happening now all of a sudden? All of a sudden this is going down now? Maybe her daddy ain't who she thought he really was. Maybe Harmony not her real mama. Maybe Nina her real mama. I don't know. But it's like she need to get on the horn and call Harmony ASAP and get the truth. Because this ain't making no bit of sense. I'm like, you ain't got no birth certificate. How that's possible? All of a sudden. Mm-mm. I keep telling y'all all these new clues, all these new mysteries coming up. I'm like, yeah, the buttermilk sure ain't clean here. Like, it's a lot of lies going on around here. They need to figure this mess out ASAP. Speaking of mysteries and clues, what the hell is going on with Elizabeth? Like, she was in the art studio packing up Franco's stuff, and her and Finn were talking and stuff, because she felt bad because every time they try to get close to each other, Franco keeps popping up. Like his ghosts or, a memory of him or something. Just something connected to Franco keeps happening. And she told him about the studio, about his art studio burning down and stuff like that. And Finn is a tough dude, man. He said, listen, I ain't going nowhere. He said, listen, I don't mind that Franco's name keep getting brought up. I'm rocking with you. I could respect it, because he really liked Elizabeth. And, Elizabeth was like, listen, let's do another date night, just the two of us, no interruptions, and he was like, I'm down. So after he leaves, the art therapy studio door closes by itself and it locks her in. Liz had to literally force the door open. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Are we in the Twilight Zone? Like, who messing with Elizabeth? I know this ain't no damn ghost story. I know that much. Ain't no way. Ain't no somebody messing with her. Like, I don't know what the hell going on. Are they making it seem like Liz got some type of split personality or something, or is this all in her mind? She need to go talk to Kevin. I don't know what the hell going on here, but let a door close by itself and it ain't drafty or windy. I'm running the hell up out of there. I don't do ghosts. I don't do the occult. I don't do Ouija boards. I don't do the paranormal. I believe in the paranormal. I do. Because, I watched that show, A Haunting. I've been watching that show for years. I believe in the paranormal now. And that's why I don't fuck with stuff like that. Because I remember back when I was probably like 9 years old, my mother or somebody brought a Ouija board into that house. Listen, when I tell you I grabbed my coat and my shoes and I called my grandmother come get me. I got the fuck out that house. Listen, you're not bringing a Ouija around me. We not doing this. You put your hand on the Ouija board and the shit move. You be like, is somebody in my house and the damn thing just move? I don't mess with mess like that. That's that voodoo witchcraft. I don't fuck with that. No. Mm-mm. And when that door slammed shut, I was like, Liz, get the hell out that hospital. That place haunted. Get up out of there. Call Monica and tell her she need to call Ghostbusters. Get the hell out that place. Something ain't right. I don't know who messing with her, but you better get you some garlic and some holy water. Get you something. This too much for me. My blood pressure, it rose when I seen that. I said, run, Liz, run. Hell to the no. I don't mess with that mess. Not that paranormal shit. No, we don't do those. Nope. Listen. If I feel a draft and I know it ain't cold, because when your hair stick up in the back of your neck, I start saying a prayer. I don't mess with that. She need to figure out who messing with her, because somebody definitely messing with her. Somebody pranking her. They doing something. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all all thought about it, and I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.